Hello, board gamers. So today I'm going to comment on all 1 out of 10 Spirit Island reviews on Board Game Geek. At this point, Spirit Island is already 7 years old, and for me, it's a real classic and one of the best solo games I have ever played. And it's a real fun with 2, 3, or 4 people also. And I prefer to play the solo with 2 spirits by myself. With 1 spirit it's kind of too small, the map is too simple for me. But yeah, and I truly believe that everyone has their own opinion and they have rights to be whatever way they feel about the game. But to be honest, um, to give Spirit Island a 1 out of 10, it's in my opinion a little bit ludicrous. So uh, I really want to see what people are telling about this game. Um, so let's have a look at the 1 out of 10 ratings. So let's see. There are almost 150 of those. A board game made entirely for conquered peoples incapable of copying 300 plus years after the fact. Incredibly patronizing, embarrassing, really. Um, yeah, I guess this guy didn't like the team, and yeah, I'm sure some people just don't like this team. They want something real, or they don't want anything that has anything to do with wars. Or yeah, I understand that. Mm, what if spirits could also engine build and form economies? Now we can appeal to every generation at once. Yeah, yeah, that's really funny. Um, it's like someone took pandemic and thought, how can I turn this game inside out and make it? Okay, yeah. Uh, I hear you. Of course, it's not a light game. Weight is over 4. I don't know if it's that hard, but yeah, it's not definitely not easy game. It's not Carcassonne or Monopoly. So yeah, I understand. It can be a little bit too hard for some people because it's not a light board game. Yeah. I rate is originally 6 because it's one of those games, blah, 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 blah. Okay. I really just do not get the hype about this game. It's not that complicated, but the rules make it hard to pick up again. It has a great living FAQ because it needs it. The rules are very poor and made the game seem more complex than it is. I feel that the rulebook is, in my opinion, really good. Of course, there are a lot of rules, and I get this point. If you play this game today and then you just throw it on your storage and play it again after a year or 2, you probably won't know or remember the rules anymore. So yeah, it's kind of you have to learn it again. But it's for me it's not that complicated. But I get it. It can be complicated game for someone who's not playing board games daily or like to play little lighter games. Um, After playing another 3 games to try and see what everyone else sees in it, I gave up being bored with the repetitive nature. Yes, the different spirits alter things as do the scenarios, but it's still the same old boring rhythm fitting admin. Yeah, it's like you are constantly trying to solve small puzzles or extinguish small fires. Yeah, I get that. It's in kind of way it's repetitive. Yeah, I get it, but there are so many different spirits. Um, so many map variations, so many different nations to play against. I don't feel it's that repetitive. So yeah, I have to disagree with this comment. Why is the app $20? I don't know anything about the app. Is there an app? I didn't know. I know it's on Steam. Is it $20 on Steam? I guess so. Yeah, could be cheaper, I guess. I feel like I'm in bizarre world. How so many people rate this Lockfest uninspiring piece of trash? so high here on Geeks makes my head want to explode. Thank God I didn't pay for it. It was given to me as a gift. It's boring, preachy, ugly to look at, and turns don't feel like they matter at all because they pretty much play themselves. In fact, I wouldn't even call it a game. It's more of puzzle and not fun one at all. Um, I don't feel like turns play themselves. There are a lot of things you can do. You have many, many different powers in your hand. You can build your spirit in different ways. There's a lot of things happening. Yeah, ugly. I don't know. It's not pretty, but for me, it's not ugly either. So, yeah, not boring at all. But yeah, I get the point. Yeah, never again. Well, this guy didn't like it. That's okay. Hmm. More than an hour is too long for a game like this, and even then I would push through the long play time and the conclude rules if it weren't for the team. Don't appreciate if it when the team of the game tries to be under. Okay, yeah, I get it. For some, it might be too long. Of course, yeah. Some people like to play half an hour game or something like that. And yeah, this can take some time if you play it with 4 people. Yeah, I get it. Mm. Saving the spot for a second game, willing to rise, but I doubt I'm missing anything. I don't understand. If you like spending 3+ hours on your first session with the game, still not understanding the rules, and uh, not understanding your strategy, but also trying to manage other players who don't understand their strategy, Speedline might be the perfect game for you. Throw away this game and buy a few decks of Magic the Gathering. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I get this. The first game can be real long. You have to learn the rules, constantly read the rule book, and if you are playing with new players, you have to teach the rules. Yeah, it takes many hours to play. Yeah, I totally get this. Yeah, and they have some similarities with Magic the Gathering. Yeah, for sure. Mm, really boring choices, way too much finicky upkeep, try gameplay, hard pass. Yeah, some might find it boring. I don't think it's boring at all. Upkeep is not. It's pretty simple in the game, in my opinion. Frustrating, tedious game that promises more fun than it delivers. Yeah. Gameplay needs some streamlining, and the rulebook could be better. I don't get the complaint about the rulebook. I think it's one of the better rulebooks I've seen. Mm, components are decent quality, but I'm not a fan of the sculpted plastic bits for the invaders and then have colorless spoon and mushroom bits for the island people. Okay, artwork is good. I like co-op games and solo games in general. For me, this one misses the mark completely. I wonder if an expansion will bring this to life. The first expansion, Brandon Claw or something like that, it's kinda must have because without of that you won't have the events, and without of events there's no random elements except the inverted deck, but you see where they're going to build, etc. So for me, the first expansion is must have. Terrible components, terrible gamers with no clue what hype is all about. I don't get the terrible components. They're basic components, I think. What a ridiculous patronizing concept, especially so because of the fantastical elements. Okay, awful boring, overrated co least interesting team imaginable. Yeah, I get the complaint about the team. Boring again? It's not boring. Well, I guess it is boring because so many people are saying it's boring, but not for me. Um, Overrated is hard to comment. Some people like games other people don't like, so something is overrated for some people and not overrated for other people. Uh, Repetitive, overly complex. 2 hours in the game, you have no idea if you're winning or losing, and after 2 hours, you just don't care. Um, if you have played several times, you definitely have some clue whether you are winning or losing. Um, you can quite clearly see when you are doing really well and when you are doing really poorly. So yeah, I don't know about that. Again, rules are pretty incredibly poorly written. It didn't take me that long. I think the first time I played Speed, I just read the rule book and it took me like hour or something. And I felt like the rules were really well written. So I don't know. Euro, okay? Perhaps more fun than fatherboarding, but debatable. Yeah, that's funny. The team is stupid and the gameplay is very tedious. Yeah, some people just don't like the team. I love it. For me, it reminds me of Magic the Gathering. Yeah. Uh, Absolutely long and complicated. Most co-op games I use artificial mechanisms to ensure they are not just solo game. This one seems to use complexity and exhaustion to make sure that nobody is able to alpha dog. Okay? I don't get why such boring game is so popular. Yeah, I guess some people find this game boring. Yeah, yeah, it's their opinion, but I disagree. Mm, Needs streamlining. Okay. I don't see why there would be slow powers and fast powers apart from the fact it's game. Yeah, it's game. Ironically, this game is designed to prevent quarterbacking, but the convoluted rules of this game would insist on quarterbacking. Also, why would spirits of the land get more powerful when the colonists get more influence on the map? This is a game. Yeah, not everything makes sense. Shouldn't it be reversed? If that was the case, this might actually be good and interesting, but nope. Well, yeah, this guy needs more team, more logic behind the team. Yeah. I came here because all the people rating mature team games like Candy or hate this with one just because of the mature team. This team is boring. Yeah. Team is something you can complain if you don't like this kind of team. Poor trash, best used as kindling. All right. Don't enjoy coops as they are not games, they are puzzles. Yeah, all board games are kind of like puzzles. It has hard levels, relatively fading over and over to be. Okay. Best part about the board game hobby is that there are more and more co-ops and solo games coming out all the time, which means I'm saving a lot of money by not buying any more games. Okay. Way too much bookkeeping. 70%, 75% more streamlined would be appreciated. Uh, yeah, I guess so. Not for me. Again, team. One of the worst, most needlessly complicated games I've ever played. All right. That's it. Okay. Yeah. Um, as we can see, team that comes up several times. Um, Boring, puzzle, too complicated, too long, too hard to learn the rules. Um, yeah, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, it's not for everybody. It's kind of hard. It's not easy game, and if you are used to easy games, then the rule book will be complicated. Rules will be too much for you. Gameplay will be too long for you. Teaching this to other people will be too much work. And the team, yeah, I can understand. This is a fantasy team, so if you don't like that, team won't hit you. Uh, I'm sure many people like realistic teams like Steam Age or something like Ark Nova, for example. It doesn't have any futuristic stuff, or Brass Birmingham or whatever. So yeah, if you don't like this kind of team, yeah, I understand that. Yeah. Um, But definitely the game is not auto-playing itself. Turns are not automatic. Those comments are weird. I guess if you have played this one time, you hate it, you won't play second time, you won't see the game in its full potential. Because when you play it several times, you definitely know that there are a lot of choices you can make each turn. They are not automatic. There are many elements that you will notice that, yeah, now I'm doing good, I'm winning this in a couple of turns, or now I'm doing bad, I'm going to lose this in 1 or 2 turns. So it's not that random if you play it more. Yeah, don't agree all of those. The bookkeeping is weird. I don't get it. There is not that much of a bookkeeping. And yeah, some people complain about streamlining. It should be streamlined more. Yeah, I guess so. Um, yeah, that's about it. Um, Leave a comment and tell what you think about these 1 out of 10 ratings. For me, Speed Island is an epic game. It's a must-have solo or cooperative game in your collection, and it really has really nice expansions also. Maybe you won't need all of those, but at least the first two are kind of what I would buy by myself if I would give some opinion. Uh, yeah, for me it's amazing game. It's so fun to play solo or with other people. Uh, I like the spirits. I like the team. I like the powers. I like the spirit building aspect. Yeah, definitely a epic hit game for me. But yeah, everybody has their own opinion. Not all people can like the same games. That's for sure. That's understandable. But yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a comment. I will answer to your comments. And thanks for watching. Bye.